Okay, perfect. I'm going to try to pay attention to your messages here in the meantime. What I'm going to start by saying, first of all, welcome. And I know that this is the first time we organize a trading arena. Um, for those of you who have already had a training session with me, okay, you know me. For those of you who I haven't had the pleasure to talk just yet, my name is Andrea. I'm a trading analyst with Binary International. And okay, the main reason why we are all here is to make money. I don't want to bore you with long introductions. You know me. I mean, for some of you that know me, I'm not a huge fan of trading fundamental analysis. I'm always relying my trades, especially if they are 5-minute trades, 15-minute trades. I'm always going to consider a technical analysis. But we have to admit the NFP is one of the best, and basically it's the most important event of the month. NFP, total number of jobs created in the previous month in the United States, and it will give us a trend for the entire month when it comes to the US dollar and of course US dollar and all the other currencies. Some of you that have already obtained a full education package, I would strongly suggest you on Monday for us to take the long-term trades. One working day after the NFP, once the market settles, because you're going to see today there's going to be plenty of movement, and sorry for that, I'm simply going to try and move this. When it comes to the long-term trades, I always want one working day after the NFP to select a couple of currency pairs, not more than 6. For example, on Euro USD, I'm going to set my chart to D1, which is daily, and I'm going to load one indicator that I'm very fond of, which is ITM daily. And whatever this indicator is going to tell me, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing on Monday, and I'm going to let the trade expire at the end of the month. If you look in here on the trading platform, you're going to see that on the high-low for some of the currency pairs, you have the possibility to select as expiration the last day of the month. Now, you might ask me, why do we have to go and enter those long-term trades? Because they don't interfere with your daily trading. So by placing these on the side, 6, and finishing in the money with 5 out of 6, that's going to bring you some profit without you doing anything particular, anything special. So that we're going to be discussing on Monday. Well, I'm quite sure that with some of you I also have one-to-one training sessions, so we're going to be doing that together. When it comes to our trades today, now we are 20 minutes before the release, and you're going to see unexpected volatility. You're going to see the market going up and down. The market sentiment right now is going to tell you that the forecast for US dollar is going to be in the favor of US dollar. So Euro USD is most probably expected to drop. We're going to be taking a trade at exactly 3 and, okay, my time 3 p.m. I would say 1 p.m. GMT, 1:27 p.m. GMT. Let me remind you something. You all have risk-free trades. So I'm quite sure that you have talked already with your account managers about this. Whoever doesn't want to take a trade, so this session here is basically for you to learn and to try our system. You can try it on the demo account, you can try it on the live account. What I can tell you about fundamental releases is that they are not 100% accurate. So if you try to get an accuracy of 90% just by trading fundamentals, you're not going to achieve that. You're going to get events in which the release is going to be in your favor and the trade is going to move accordingly. very good, very nice, you're going to finish in the money, but you're also going to have trades in which an unexpected number is going to be released that will cause the market to move in the opposite direction. Therefore, it will cause your trade to finish out of the money. So the decision is completely yours. As you can see in here, under the Forex Factory calendar, the forecast for today is 231K. As I said, I'm going to be placing a trade on Euro USD going low, and if I see that there is something that causes my trade to finish out of the money, I'm going to be trading a correction. Until that event, I would like us to go a bit through our technical indicators, the ones that we like and the ones that we rely on, because at the end of the day, we can have successful trades every single day using a technical analysis. Once you see this is the market sentiment reacting right now. It's expecting Euro USD to drop. As some of you already know, on a daily basis, the market might react in different ways. You might get days in which a certain strategy will be amazing and you're not going to need to change it. So once you start using Ultra, for example, you might have days in which you're not required to double the amount, you're not required to change strategies. But I am a strong believer in the fact that you mustn't put all your eggs into the same basket. So once you see that the strategy is not working, so once you get 2 losses in a row, for example, on a certain indicator, that doesn't mean that the indicator is not working. It only means that it's a sign, and it's a sign that you should be changing strategies. That's why you can see here that I have 6 charts on M1 with Ultra, 7, sorry, to be more precise, and 7 with the notifier. What I like about the notifier is that it will give me the alerts. Therefore, I can very easily open the chart and I can decide whether I have a trading opportunity or not. With Ultra, I'm looking at the time right now. It's 3:14. I'm going to prepare to take a trade with Ultra. But I'm going to be searching first of all for the probability to be high. So I'm going to go to British Pound USD. This one looks okay. My only problem is that the MT4 lagging indicators, the majority are pointing for a put. My signal tells me to take a call. M1 and M5 are pointing for a call. My volumes are decreasing, bearish and decreasing, but this one is preventing me from taking the trade. I'm going to move on. And I'm going to find British Pound JPY with a probability medium. USD JPY probability high. This might be a good trade, so I'm going to go very fast on the platform. Short term, USD JPY. I'm going to select a high, double check my trade, and click on buy. Now, it's very important, the rule that I stick to. If I finish with a trade in the money, my next allowed time is going to be in 10 minutes from now. I'm going to change currency pairs. I'm not going to trade a certain currency pair twice. But if I finish out of the money, I'm going to stay on the same currency pair and take the trade 10 minutes later with double the amount. You might say that this is part of martingale and that doubling every time, it will cause you to have a high risk. So if I start my trade, for example, with 100 and I go to 200 and I continue to double, my exposure, very, very fast, is going to be higher than 2% of my account balance. That is very correct. I'm only going to double once, maximum twice. Mathematically speaking, applying martingale every time you trade on the long term is not going to cause you to make a lot of profit. And even if you have 6 trades in a row that are unsuccessful and you finish out of the money on the 7th, which is, for example, with, 1 second. Okay. You finish out of the money not on the 7th, you finished out of the money on the 6th with 3,200. That will cause for all your efforts until that point to be simply wasted. That's why I only double once or twice. As I said, from this particular strategy, you can take whatever suits you, because every trader has their own style. You might be wanting to risk, and you might be wanting to trade 50% of your account's balance just because you've seen an information on Bloomberg, you've seen an information online, and you want to take that trade. However you decide, it's fine. I'm just here to give you my recommendation and to tell you exactly how I am trading. I'm going to go very fast to the notifier and see if I have an opportunity with the notifier. For some of you who are not familiar with this indicator is a very good one that I use on high-low. I'm trading more than 5 minutes but less than 15 minutes. I am only looking for fractals that are outside the Bollinger Band. Okay, this is the alert British Pound USD fractal. Let's go very fast and look at this. I have a fractal that is outside the first Bollinger Band. That means that my pair, okay, it's overbought. It's more likely for it to drop. The only problem right now is that my suggestion says longs only confirmed. An indicator proves its accuracy not only when it gives you good signals. An indicator proves its accuracy and how good it is also when it prevents you from taking a trade. Because sometimes in the market you are required to take a step back and maybe wait for the next opportunity rather than expose yourself to a risk. I'm going to go very fast and check my trade right now. I'm trading 5 minutes because at this particular moment of the day, when I'm 12 minutes away from an event with very high volatility, I'm going to see a lot of movement. Therefore, anything for me that is less than 5 minutes, it's a bit risky. Still, I'm never going to count my blessings until the trade has finished. If I see that right now, in 1 minute from now, it expired in the money, then I'm going to go and enjoy it. If I see that it didn't expire in the money, as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and take the next trade on USD JPY with double the amount. You might have trades in which your rate is going to be in the money for the entire time, and all of a sudden, 2 seconds before expiry, it will go out of the money. There is no need to panic, and there is no need to, I don't know, maybe feel frustrated or feel that you have done something wrong or the indicator have given you a wrong signal. Keep your calm and organize and trade the next one based on the right decision. It's very important to practice. If you practice, now I'm taking trades from morning until night. And for me, right now, it's just a matter of routine. Even if I finish out of the money, I'm not going to stress and I'm going to move to the next one and take it. And in the end, I'm going to be finishing every day with profit. And I'm quite sure that's what you want to achieve as well. And it all comes down to practice on how comfortable you are using a certain system. British Pound USD, we have another fractal. And I'm going to go and very fast look at it. Okay, I have a fractal down and longs only confirmed. My only problem when it comes to this trade is that my volumes are decreasing. And if you look at the distance between the Bollinger Bands, you're going to see that it already reached the higher level. I'm not going to take this trade. Why? I'm going to put it on the market sentiment, as I said, 10 minutes before the release. If my judgment is correct and British Pound USD, the same as Euro USD, is going to drop, I'm not going to see a move, an uptrend. So my volumes in this case are preventing me from taking a trade. I'm going to go again and start looking because my time right now is 3:21 and I want to search for the next opportunity. I'm always going to be looking at the market watch. Why? If I look at the next move, sometimes because I have right now approximately 16 charts opened and I'm also sharing my screen, sometimes this countdown is not going to be continuous. So the market watch is going to tell me exactly when to enter a trade. This one, British Pound USD, has changed to medium, British Pound JPY high. I have decreasing bullish volumes. I can take this trade, I will prepare it, I'm not going to click on buy until the time is correct. So I'm going to go and select my direction. I'm going to enter the amount. Okay, it's already entered. And I'm going to go back to the chart and start searching for another opportunity besides this one. If you see that 10 seconds, 20 seconds before the before you can take the trade, you can enter the trade, everything changes, that's how the indicator keeps you safe. So move on, don't take that trade anymore, you're going to have other opportunities to compensate. Now what I can see is under Confluence Metrics, the lagging indicators, I would have needed 3 out of 5 in order for me to enter a call. Not only that my volume started dropping, but also only 2 are pointing for a call. I'm going to move on. USD JPY, I said that I'm not going to trade 2 times in a row. CAD JPY, Euro JPY low, Euro GBP medium. Start from the beginning, medium again. At this point, okay, we are 8 minutes until the release, and that trade I'm going to prepare maximum 3 minutes prior to the release because I want to trade on 5 minutes. I'm going to move on and see if anything changed here. Yes, only 1 right now is pointing for a call. This is not the ideal situation for me. USD JPY high. As I said, I'm not going to trade it twice. Low, low, low. Moving on to the notifier, I have a fractal that is inside the Bollinger Band. You see what would have happened if I would have taken this trade? Maybe it would have finished in the next 5 minutes out of the money, but volumes, and Smart Notifier comes with volumes as well, are very important to look at. USD JPY, shorts only confirmed. After a fractal down that tells me that the pair is oversold, I can only enter a call. So this is, as you can see, not an ideal situation. Moving on, CAD JPY no, Euro JPY no. Fractal inside, no. Starting from the beginning. Now you see that most of the currency pairs have probability low. As I said, this is the way in which an indicator can keep you safe. If you see here that the asset volatility box is crossed and everything else is aligned like it should be, don't trade. Because if you go ahead and trade and you finish out of the money, you're going to blame the indicator. And he was telling you that there isn't enough volatility for you to trade. Right now, the only thing that I can do is go and prepare my trade for the NFP. So I have missed this moment. It was 3:24 and 55 seconds. I have missed that because I didn't have anything among the currency pairs to trade on. I'm going to go and prepare on Euro USD a 5 minute low, which I'm going to be taking in 2 minutes from now. So basically a 3:28. And until then, the only opportunity that I can search is one among the notifier. If I see that there is something decent that is worth trading for, I will take it. But this sort of movement, it always appears ahead of an economical release, especially one so important like the NFP. I haven't had the chance to look whether there were any questions. Okay, there weren't until this point. As I said, at the end of the session, we're all going to have the chance to sit down and talk, and I'm going to be answering your questions. You see, nothing changed in the probability. Even though the indicator doesn't know that there is an economical release about to happen, really doesn't know that, nobody told him, he's still showing that the opportunity is not good enough to take a trade. I'm going to go and reload the Forex Factory for us to see in real time the announcement as well. You can also consider trading CAD, trading USD CAD, based only on the fundamentals. But as I told you, sometimes it will work with you, sometimes it will work against you. You can't go and place two trades in the same time. So if you use Ultra, you can go ahead based on the technical analysis. If you have two pairs with probability high and everything else arranged, okay, you can go ahead very fast and open to trades. But other than that, try to take one at a time. Take one with Ultra, one with the notifier if you have the opportunity. Just 1 minute away from taking the trade. Checking the market watch again. Okay, it's close to 28. As I said, this is based only on what the analysts think that it will happen to the US dollar. It will become stronger against all the other currency pairs. I'm selecting a low. And at this point, we have 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Okay, we're going to find out the result in 2 minutes from now. When it comes to the Canadian dollar, if you look at the previous release and if you look at the forecast, especially when it comes to the employment change, now what we can see is that Canadian dollar is expected to drop based on these numbers. So we can also take a trade with USD Canadian going high. For this type of trade, you need, I'm going to tell you from the beginning, you need very strong nerves. So when you see that it's going up, it's going against you, just don't panic. That's what I do, and there is always a chance to recover after a loss. After all, in a training, in a complete training and education package, you are taught not only to deal with a loss and to recover, but also to be able to avoid. So for example, if you finish with an NFP out of the money, there are multiple ways in which the next trades that you take are going to compensate and to give you, to bring you a bit of profit. So as I said, on USD CAD, I'm going to select a high. I'm going to click on buy. Looking at the market watch again, we can see Euro USD dropping. That means, second, let's check the release. Let's check the numbers. Non-farm employment change, 321. If you look in the history, especially this year, you will not see such a similar number. As an explanation, the analysts say that this is because of temporary jobs. Last year, during the holidays, that they didn't have enough jobs, and because they haven't had enough personnel, they wanted to compensate this year by bringing seasonary of people to work, and most probably that's the explanation for this 321. Now, I don't know if you guys are jumping up and down. I am, because I always want to be right. When I say something to my clients, I always want to for them to finish in the money. And at this particular point, I'm quite sure that if you started your trade, you would be finishing in 1-2 minutes from now in the money. With this type of a release, there is no way that it will reverse in the next 5-6 minutes. It's going to continue to drop, and you will see that the Fibonacci levels right here, we are at the analysis boundary, is going to move very soon now. Let's check our trades. 2 minutes and 53 seconds for the USD CAD. We haven't seen yet the releases for the Canadian dollar. No, not yet. Going back to our trades. Let's say that Santa has arrived earlier this year. Okay, so for Canadian, the employment, not good at all. Trade balance, still trying to get those numbers. Not yet. Moving on to first trade finished in the money on Euro USD. You can go ahead and trade. So right now, basically what will happen? It's gonna go a bit higher, and after that it will continue to drop. There is no need for me at this point to trade the correction. So I have indicated a decent trend, and the first trade finished in the money. There is no need for me to wait until it drops again for me to start trading again on Euro USD using this system. Right now what I would do is I would wait to see if the market comes down in 5-10 minutes from now, so I can start trading using my own technical system and using the indicators. If we have to judge by the rules of Ultra, the probability is high. We have a signal that is telling us to take a put. M1 and M5 are pointing for a call. British Pound USD, same thing. British Pound JPY, this one, at this particular point, even if the volumes are decreasing, we can prepare a call for British Pound JPY. Okay, looking at the market watch again, another 9 seconds, 4, clicking on buy. Moving on, USD JPY also had a good opportunity. It was the same alignment like British Pound JPY. I have taken my trade. There is no need for me right now to go and take another one. I am trying, especially in a training session, to take one trade at a time. In that way, you can very easily see what's happening, and we can have a better image of the trades. I'm going to be looking at notifier as well. You see the spike here on 5 minutes. British Pound JPY. I have a fractal, obviously, that is outside the Bollinger. I have the longs only confirmed. Now, I can enter a call on British Pound JPY, so I'm going to go on high-low. I'm going to choose the first expiry time, so basically I'm not going to modify anything. It's going to be in 9 minutes from now. High, clicking on buy. 2 trades in the money. This one has another 3 minutes and 11 seconds. And this one will finish in 8 minutes. Moving on. Still with Ultra, we have on British Pound USD the probability high, but the same signal pointing for a put. I never go against M1 and M5. I'm always setting my charts on M1, so basically on shorter time frame, and trading for longer time frame. M1 and M5 are pointing for a call because eventually it will hit the analysis boundary and it will reverse. So that's why I'm trying from here to select only the safe trades. British Pound JPY, USD JPY, we have discussed about that. CAD JPY, another good setup. We could have taken the trade at 3:34 and 55 seconds. You see again that the analysis boundary is moving. Euro JPY has a probability low. Right now it's changed to high. This one again is a very good setup. It's against my principles to enter into a trade at this particular moment because Ultra is telling me that I have 106 seconds until my next move. That's why I'm not going to do it. Even if you see in here that, okay, there is a clear uptrend and everything is pointing for a call, I will wait for the next available time to take the trade. Let's go very fast and check our trades right now. So this is the British Pound JPY. The high, the short-term 5 minutes one. Let's continue. On Euro USD, right now it's retracing a bit. So is British Pound USD. CAD JPY, you see if I would have entered that trade at 3:38, based on the fact that everything was pointing for a call, right now I would be out of the money by 10 pips. The times in which you enter a trade are very important. As I said before, if you miss one opportunity, if you see that the time has passed, better not take it. Euro GBP fractal. Let's pull up the notifier and, okay, we have a fractal up. Volumes are bearish and decreasing. We can go under high-low and take Euro GBP, select a low. Our trade is going to expire in 10 minutes from now. Another trade finished in the money. We only have British Pound JPY on another 4 minutes and 11 seconds, but we are comfortably in the money. I'm gonna check to see if they are okay. We can trade gold. Yeah, that's a very, very good suggestion. We can do that as well. I haven't been focusing on gold because I know for a fact that when it comes to these fundamental releases, everybody wants to see what's happening on that particular with that particular currency. But yeah, that's a very good advice. Moving on, trying to find some more opportunities. That number was too high, so if I look again on the 321,000, that is more than anybody would have expected. The forecast was 231. Okay, we admitted it's going to be up till 250K, but 321, that's amazing. And on Canadian, nothing to say here, only the color shows everything. Okay, looking again at the market watch, 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from entering a trade, going to search for another currency pair with probability high. Euro USD, British Pound USD, they all have the same signal. Right now it's retracing, bearish volumes decreasing. British Pound JPY, everything is pointing for a call except for the volumes. I would rather go and search for another currency pair. USD JPY, only 2 out of 5 are pointing for a call, and volumes, as you can see, decreasing. You know what they say about women, and I'm sorry if okay, I have heard that a lot of times. Women are the worst investors possible because we are so afraid to lose money that we're going to think twice before entering a trade. And that's very true. That's why we're not going to risk that much. That's why sometimes we're not going to earn that much. But why I'm here is to show you how to make money in the safe way, and also to encourage you, if you want to go ahead and open more positions, even if, for example, your volumes are not how they should be, you can go ahead and try it. I'm going to stick to what I have learned because I can see that I have learned it very well. British Pound JPY. Again, we're going back to that. The volumes are not okay. USD JPY, CAD JPY, the volume started becoming bearish. You can see by now that the market slowly will come down. So basically in the next 15 minutes, you're not going to see so much volatility. You're not going to see so much movement. The only pair that I can trade again right now is British Pound JPY or, okay, USD JPY. I have only 2 pointing for a call. This one is giving me 3. So the only thing that I can do is prepare another trade on British Pound JPY. A high. Checking again so that nothing changes. I'm talking about confluence metrics, the multi-time frame confluence metrics. Okay, so going and clicking on buy. Right now the probability changed to low, so it's very likely for this particular trade to finish out of the money based also on the volumes. We can go ahead on the next one and take the trade with double the amount if this one finishes in the money, or we can move to another currency pair because by now we have approximately 6 successful trades. So sometimes, as I said before, it's very good to take a step back and to wait for the next event, for the next opportunity. Okay, I have read what Vicky said. Up till this point, I'm gonna, I don't know how many questions were here. I couldn't see. Okay. 1 second. If there are questions up till this point, I'm gonna try to unmute the microphones. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, Andrea. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I was asking Vicky whether there are any questions up till this point.
No questions from our traders?
No questions. Okay. Did everybody manage to understand the system and to take a couple of trades? Max, Peter, Sergey? Sergey, I can see you talking in here.
It's clear, thank you.
Okay, how has it been?
Not bad.
Not bad. Now tell me, how much money did you make? Come on, but be honest, because if you're not honest, I'm gonna go and look in the trading history.
It's good. It's not a lot.
You have to admit that this is, when it comes to fundamentals, this is quite once per year event. I mean, this number really helped us.
Yes, really. Today I hope I will earn a little bit money.
Well, what I'm happy about is that your time wasn't wasted, and that not only that, but it gave us a very good opportunity of understanding once again how good Ultra is. Because when, as I said before, when an indicator is not everything in the right direction, and you don't trade, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're missing an opportunity. That is also meant to keep you safe. One minute and 10 seconds for this trade. Now we have another one. On Euro GBP, we are quite close right now because of the moment passed, the volatility was very high at that particular point. You see the indicator is already telling me not to trade anymore. So the asset volatility, British pound JPY, let's check the others. Euro USD, it's still crossed, but the probability is low. British pound USD, this one remains with probability high. Usually you're going to have, for example, in half an hour, 1 hour from now, you're going to have another fluctuation, another moment of volatility you're going to see moving. We also have a conference, if I'm not mistaken, later today. 1 second, just let me double check. Okay, yes, we have conference starting. FOMC member Mester speaking, member Fisher speaks. Not that it would be, you see the events are marked with orange, so medium impact expected, but based on the fact that Mr. Draghi didn't tell us anything important last night, I'm quite sure that we're going to see the dollar getting stronger. So, okay, this British pound JPY trade finished in the money. Another one on British pound JPY. Euro GBP, the one that we took at 10 minutes ago, this one finished in the money. Now, you have to admit that overall, one loss compared to so many wins, that should really be more than okay. Do you guys have any other question?
Andrea, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I've got a very basic question. How the high and the low type of trade works? So does it have to touch that high and low price, or it does not have to? Which one is the winning situation?
What do you mean about that? You mean about the Bollinger Bands?
No. Just purely the trade. So if I click on high and low, and let's say I choose high.
Yes.
I can see a target. I can see a target price here.
Yes, it has to touch it. It has to touch it.
It has to touch it.
Yes.
Okay, so it has to touch it in order to win. Okay.
I was thinking that you refer to the strategy. Is there anything about notifier that you would like me to explain again?
No, I've just I have to download Ultra. I've been using the simpler version of Proteus, so.
Okay. Ultra, the difference between them, okay, it's not necessarily that it's, okay, you have the asset volatility, you have the multi-time confluence metrics. Ultra is like, if you want to compare it, it's like Windows 8 compared to Windows 2000, okay? So it gives you more safety elements, because with Proteus, the normal one, you don't have this, for example, and if everything is pointing for a call and you are not seeing this, you're not going to know when to trade and when not to trade.
Mm-hmm.
And also with Ultra, the beauty of it is that you can use it on all assets. And at some point, okay, in this was the first trading arena that we had. Normally, what I do, when I take a trade with Notifier, I always double check it, for example. If I see here that I have a fractal up, for example, and my volumes are okay, but the suggestion is not yet confirmed, I always pull up MStat, or even Ultra on a longer time frame. I can set it on M5, I can set it on M15 to double check and triple check my decision. Things that I'm not able, for example, like Vicky said, if we want to trade gold, we are not able to do that with the normal Proteus. Vicky, is there anything that you would want to add, maybe something that I have missed?
Well,
yes?
Since I haven't been using the Ultra, I definitely need some education or training later on how these fractals work.
For sure, we can do that on one-to-one basis, and this trading, so we're going to continue and have these trading arenas once per week or once every 2 weeks in order for us, all of us, to take trades and to make the best out of some opportunities. Other than that, the training is always going to involve us learning one strategy at a time, and after that being able to combine them, because I can't come to you and ask you to combine 3 indicators from the very beginning. We need to learn them one by one, and after that we can very easily go on the live account and play with them, and we're going to feel comfortable. It's also a matter of psychology, you know, you feel more relaxed when you know that you have tried a system, that it works, you are confident that that system is good, you're going to go into your trades with a different attitude.
No, you're absolutely right, and I think these sessions are wonderful, so I absolutely...
I'm really glad that you enjoyed it, and thank you for the support. I don't know that, okay, as I said, it was the first time, and maybe I have made some mistakes, as in I should have explained some more about the trade, but we're going to have the chance to do that one by one, and every week that you are available, we can discuss on the side without a problem. That being said, is there anybody that would like to ask me something? Okay, I understand that, and I hope that your time was well spent. You're going to be receiving an invitation for the next trading arena. And in the meantime, whatever indicator you are lacking, as I said, on Monday, it would be very good to take the long-term trades. For those ones, you don't need to do anything particular. You just need to follow an indicator, and at the end of the month, just count your profit. And at the end of the day, again, it's all about us making profit, because this is why we are investing our time, our energy into this activity. And I'm online all the time, you have account managers, just talk to them and tell them what you need to have you set up for the next trading arena. Thank you very much for your time, and looking forward to see you on the next one.